Hey everybody, welcome. I'm Heather, I'm the Bent Yogi, and welcome to day 14 of our January Yoga Challenge. We're getting near the end of week 3, but we're here. You're here. I'm glad you are here. So let's enjoy today, this practice. What do you say? Let's get started in Child's Pose. Come onto your mat. Come onto your Child's Pose. And you can work with any variation of Child's Pose that works for you. Knees wide, feet together. Letting your hips soften towards your heels. You can extend your arms forward. If it works better, if it feels better, you can have your knees together and your arms and hands alongside. And whatever variation you're in, feel that you're in your body. Feel that you are here. Take a big breath in. And a long breath out. And maybe part of being here, in fact, I think that part of being here is noticing when you're not here. So noticing if your head jumps forward to the end of the practice, or jumps forward to the end of the week, or the end of the challenge, the end of the month. And when you notice that, invite yourself to come back. Feel your breath. Take a big breath in. And a long breath out. A big inhale. And a big exhale. And take a deep full body breath in. Fill up. And exhale. Empty out. And from here, come on into your downward facing dog. Take your hands a little more forward, tuck your toes under, let your hips lift. You can take as much time in Child's Pose as you like now, or at any point during the practice. And check in with your body, your breath as you set up your downward dog. Fingers spread wide. Hands about shoulder width, feet about hips width. If you want to add in some movement here, you can add in some movement. Still feeling the movement of your breath. Take a big breath in. And a long breath out. And take one more big inhale here. And as you exhale lightly, make your way up to the front of your mat. Set your feet. They can be together or apart. And rise to stand. Come all the way up. Reach your hands up here. Let your hands meet together up overhead. Palms and fingers lightly pressed together. Shoulders soften. A big inhale, stand tall. And as you exhale, start to lean to your right. As you go to the right, let your left shoulder roll back. Grounded through both feet, soften your toes. Here, a big breath in. Then a long breath out. And as you inhale, come back to center. Exhale over to your left. Long through the right side of your body. Right shoulder gently rolls back. Notice if it feels like your right foot is coming up off your mat. Even press through both feet. Inhale, come back to center. Hands can be together or apart. Reach up. Go back just a bit. Lift your heart. A big inhale. And as you exhale, draw your hands to your heart. Here you can set your gaze, lower your gaze or close your eyes. And you might set an intention for your practice today. Together, let's take a big breath in. And a long breath out. Inhale, sweep up, reach up, and lift up. Fold forward, exhale. Soft knees as you fold, let your head drop. On your inhale, come on into your halfway lift, your flat back, and take a couple of breaths here. This is a transition pose. I think it's easily rushed through or overlooked. So to pause here and really feel this, finding a place for your hands that work, grounded through your feet, strong core, really letting your spine lengthen out here from your tailbone to the crown of your head. Take a big breath in. Fold forward. Exhale. Inhale. Come all the way up to stand. Rise and reach and lift. Fold forward. Exhale. Halfway lift. Flat back. Inhale. Fold forward. Exhale. A couple of half sun salutations. Inhale. Rise and reach and lift. Fold forward. Exhale. halfway lift, Flat back, inhale. Now bring your hands to your mat and step back to your high push-up. High push-up, high plank. You can have your knees lifted, or you can drop them down for a little more support. Make sure you have enough support for yourself here. Let this practice be a support to you, for you. Take a big breath in. Move forward, halfway down or all the way down for your low push-up. And you can drop your knees here as well. A big breath in. Your cobra, low cobra, or upward facing dog. And as you exhale, back to your downward dog or out in your child's pose. Take a long breath in and a long breath out. Set your gaze to one point or close your eyes. Take a big inhale and a big exhale. And take one more deep breath in, fill up. And as you exhale lightly, step or jump to the front of your mat. Set your feet, they can be together or apart. Halfway lift, long spine. Inhale, fold forward, exhale. Inhale from the ground, lift up, reach up, fill up, fold forward, exhale. Halfway lift, flat back, inhale. Bring your hands to your mat. Step back to your high push-up, high plank. Again, knees lifted or lowered, fingers spread wide. Move forward, halfway down or all the way down, low push-up, chaturanga. A big breath in. Upward dog, your cobra or your low cobra leading with your heart. And as you exhale, back to your downward facing dog. Take a big breath in here. And a long breath out. Take a big inhale. And a full exhale. Really taking one breath at a time. Another big breath in. Exhale lightly. Walk or jump to the front. As many steps as it takes. Set your feet. Find your halfway lift. A big inhale. Fold forward. Exhale. Inhale. Rise to stand. Lift up. Reach up. Fold forward. Exhale. Halfway lift. Flat back. Inhale. Hands come to your mat once more, stepping back to your high push-up, high plank. Set your foundation, shoulders track over wrists, a big inhale. Move forward and down for your low push-up. On your inhale, upward dog, your cobra or your low cobra. And as you exhale, back to your downward facing dog. Take a long breath in and a full breath out. Here, step your right foot to your right thumb. Rise up for your crescent lunge. Left heel lifted. Right, your right foot flat on your mat. You can bring your left knee down for a little more support if you like. On your inhale, reach up and lift up. Lengthen through your upper body. And as you exhale, sweep your arms back. Let your torso come forward. It's your airplane arms. Palms spin down. Shoulders roll back. You can rest your torso on your front leg. Maybe just a little bit of lift, a little more core. Grounded through your right foot, toes are soft. Feel the back of your left knee lift, your left heel back, press back. Or, again, drop your left knee down. On your inhale, come straight up. Lengthen and reach. And as you exhale, sweep your arms back. Let your shoulders roll back, lengthen out through your fingers. Inhale, rise up, tall at the top. As you exhale, sweep your arms back. Lift your chest, lift your heart. Inhale, come on up. Exhale, sweep back. One more time. Inhale, rise up, reach up. Now this time, lift off for your airplane Dekasana. You can slide the back foot in, lift it a little bit at a time. Maybe keep the back foot down. Hands sweep back, palms spin down. Shoulders roll back. That'll help you lift your chest a bit. Lift through your standing leg, lengthen through your standing leg. Lift your left leg. And most important, notice your breath. A big breath in. And a long breath out. And take one more big inhale. Now, left foot down beside the right. Set your feet, reach up and lift up. Chair pose. Utkatasana. Sit down, sit back. Feet can be together or apart here. Pretty big bend in your knees. Let's add in those arms again. A big breath in. And as you exhale, sweep your arms back. Shoulders roll back. Your chest stays lifted. Inhale, rise up. Keep the big bend in your knees. Exhale, arms sweep back. Palms spin down. Inhale, come on up. Exhale, sweep back. One more time. Inhale, come up. Heart lifts here, strong core. Now as you exhale, fold forward. Adding your halfway lift your flat back. Bring your hands down to your mat. Step back to your high push-up. Move forward and down, low push-up. Inhaling to your upward dog, your cobra or your low cobra. And as you exhale, back to your downward facing dog. Here, step your right foot forward once more. This time, warrior one. Back foot spins flat. Tall in your upper body. Hands can be higher at your heart. Big bend in your front knee. Front knee tracks over your front ankle. Grounded through your back foot. Lift and lengthen through your back leg. Take a deep breath in. And a long breath out. Soften your toes. Take another big inhale here. Open out. Warrior two. Now you can add in space between your feet. I say that almost every time, if not every time, I talk about warrior two. Add in some space. Add some space between your feet. Feel the space between your fingers, whether you extend your arms or bring your hands to your heart. Feel this space right here, right now. Notice if you get ahead of yourself. And then come on back. Feel that you're here, that you're doing this. Take a deep breath in. And a long breath out. Spin your palms to the sky. Take your right hand high, reverse your warrior. Reach up and go back. Keeping that big bend in your front knee, you can always ease off of it and then come back into it, but intentionally tracking your knee over your ankle. Long through your back leg. Lift from your right hip. Take a big inhale here. Exhale. Hands come all the way down to your mat. High push-up to low push-up. Upward dog. Take a big breath in. Downward dog. Breath out. Take a big inhale. And a long exhale. Here, come on forward to your high push-up. Bring your right knee down to your mat. Set your right hand in front of your right knee. Take your left arm up to the sky. It's a side plank variation. Now you can keep your right foot in line with your right knee, or if you slide the right foot back behind you, it tends to give you a little more support. You can have your right hand on your mat or your right forearm on your mat, especially if you have wrist or shoulder issues. You can bring the forearm down. Extend your top arm forward, lengthen to the left side body, and then if you want to play around with it, lift your left foot. A little bit of balance, maybe a lot of balance. Drishti helps a lot here. You can stay here, or if you want to keep playing around with it, you can bend your left knee, catch that left foot back behind you, press the foot back. It's almost like a little bit of a back bend here, a little bit of a hip opener, a little bit of balance, a little bit of everything. Take one more big inhale, and then as you exhale, bring your foot, your hand down. Come on back to your high push-up, press back, downward facing dog. Take a long inhale, big exhale. Take another deep breath in here, and as you exhale, make your way to the front of your mat. Set your feet, halfway lift, inhale, exhale, fold. Inhale all the way up to stand. Rise up and reach up, lift up, fold forward, exhale. Halfway lift, flat back, inhale. Bring your hands to your mat. Step back to your high push-up, knees lifted or lowered, move forward. Halfway down or all the way down, low push-up. Upward dog. Big breath in your cobra or your low cobra. And as you exhale, back to your downward facing dog. Take a long inhale. And a big exhale. Now step your left foot forward for your crescent lunge. Once you step your foot forward, as you come up, you might adjust your feet. Left foot a little to your left helps. Back knee lifted or lowered, hands high. You can also work with your hands at your heart here, but from here we'll transition into those airplane arms. Keep your feet, your legs as they are. Take a big breath in, and then sweep your arms back. Spin your palms down, roll your shoulders back, and feel your shoulder blades squeeze in. Slide towards your hips, so there's a little lift to your chest and your heart here. And again, your torso can be on your front leg, a little bit of lift. Back knee lifted or lowered. On your inhale, come back up. Hands reach up, and as you exhale, sweep back, palms spin down. Grounded through your feet, but toes soft, especially in that front foot. Inhale, rise up. Exhale, sweep back. Inhale, reach up, lift and lengthen. Exhale, arms sweep back. One more time. Inhale, come on up. Now add in your airplane. Sweep your arms back, slide that back foot in, slowly lift it up. You don't have to rush into this. You can have an idea of where you're going. You can have a goal. Airplane. Finish this challenge. But you don't have to rush it. Feel where you are. Enjoy where you are. Take a big breath in. And a long breath out. Another big inhale here. Right foot down beside the left lightly. Feet together or apart. Reach up. Chair pose. Utkatasana. Sit down. Set your feet so they're even. And if your feet are together, work with your knees together. If your feet are apart, work with your knees apart. Add in those airplane arms. A big breath in. And as you exhale, sweep back. Roll your shoulders back. Lengthen through your arms to the tips of your fingers. Inhale, come up. Strong core. Exhale. Arms sweep back. Inhale. Chest lifts. Heart lifts. Exhale. Sweep back. One more time. Inhale, lift up. Now as you exhale, fold forward. Halfway lift, inhale. Bring your hands to your mat. Step back to your high push-up. Moving forward and down, low push-up. Inhaling. Big breath in. Upward dog, your cobra or your low cobra. And as you exhale, back to your downward facing dog. Step your left foot forward again. This time for your warrior one. Spin your back foot flat. Reach your hands high or work with your hands at your heart. Tracking your front knee over your front ankle. Let your back toes point just a little bit forward. And then you can tap into your whole back foot, rolling the baby toe side of your back foot down, lifting through your back leg. Maybe some room to even out your hips here. Take a big breath in. And a long breath out. A big inhale. And a big exhale. And take one more big breath in. Add in your warrior two. Adjusting your feet as needed. Just your feet. And then check in with your front foot. Let it be flat, straight. It's simpler than to track your knee over your ankle. Watch out for leaning forward or leaning back. Let your shoulders track over your hips. So really feeling the different parts of your body, how they connect with each other. Creating the whole of your body. And then your breath, your attention, your energy, right, the whole of your being, right here, right now. Take a deep breath in. And a long breath out. Spin your palms to the sky. Take your left hand high, reverse your warrior. Still with a bend in the front knee, soften your toes, lift and lengthen through your back leg. Right, let your right hand land in a place that works for you. One more big inhale. Exhale, hands come all the way down to your mat, stepping back to your high push-up. Knees lifted or lowered, move forward. Halfway down or all the way down, low push-up. Inhaling to your cobra, your low cobra, or your upward dog. Exhale back to your downward facing dog. Take a long breath in. Open your mouth, empty out. Come on forward to your high push-up. Drop your left knee down to your mat. Left hand shifts in front of the knee. And take your right arm up to the sky. You might have to adjust where you have your left hand. Your right foot can be flat, or maybe you're more on the big toe side. And again, you can keep your left foot in line with your left knee. If you slide it back behind you, it tends to give you a little more support. Now lifting out of that left shoulder, extend your right arm forward. Let your right shoulder roll back. And remember, you can have your left forearm on your mat for a little more support if it works better for your wrist and your shoulder. If it works, lift your right leg. Engage your core. Draw your low belly up so you're connecting your upper and lower body. And then you can lengthen. And if you want to play around with it, bend the top foot. Catch it back behind you with your right hand. Press it back. Whatever variation you're in, a big breath in. Then a long breath out. Whatever variation you're in, feel that it's just right for you, right here, right now, that you are right here, right now. Showing up for yourself. One more big inhale. Come on back to your high push-up. Press back to your downward facing dog. Take a long inhale. Big exhale. A deep breath in. And a long breath out. Here, bring your knees to your mat. Sit back over your heels. Extend your feet forward. Press your heels forward, reach your hands forward. You can also work with your feet flat here. And we'll lower back slowly for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Come all the way down. Come onto your back, set your feet flat on your mat. We'll set up for bridge. Feet about hips width distance. You may or may not be able to touch your heels with your longest finger. Don't worry about that. Set your feet, hips width, feet are straight. Lift your hips up. And once you lift your hips up, notice if you can feel the alignment, your knees over your ankles. You might have to adjust a little bit. Don't worry about anything while you're here. You don't have to worry about doing it right. Do what works for you. Feel it in your body, feel your breath, feel your intention. Arms and hands can be alongside. You can use a block or your hands under your hips for lift. You can also interlace your fingers under your low back. Wiggle your shoulders under a little. This sense of pressing down and away with your feet, even though your feet won't move. Move your breath, a big breath in, and a long breath out. Breathe in, and breathe out. A big inhale, and a big exhale. One more deep breath in here. And as you exhale, slowly lower down. Come onto your back. Let your feet come together. Take your knees wide. Supta Baddha Konasana. Here, take a really big breath in. Hold it. Fill up a little bit of tension. Open your mouth, empty out. You release your jaw. Release some energy. This whole practice, moving our bodies, moving energy, and creating a shift. Take a long breath in. And a long breath out. Spine is long here. Breathe in. And breathe out. Draw your knees to your chest. Give them a squeeze. You can rock a little side to side if you like. And come on to your happy baby. Knees come wider than your torso. 90-degree bend in your knees. You can grab the backs of your legs. You can reach up, grab your feet or your big toes. Gently drawing down on your feet or your legs with the intention of letting your spine lengthen and really unravel. And as you breathe, you might feel, imagine, visualize your breath traveling the length of your spine. A big inhale. Then a big exhale, awakening all that energy. All of your energy available to you. A big breath in. And a long breath out. All of your energy available to you in this moment. Bring your knees back to your chest. Give them a squeeze. Here, eagle legs. Wrap your left leg over the right. Maybe you find the double wrap with the foot. You can take your arms out to the sides at shoulder height and drop your knees over to your right for your twist. Okay, so if it doesn't work, stack your knees. Work with a different variation as your knees go to the right. You might turn your gaze to the left if it works for your neck and shoulders. Take a full breath in. And a long breath out. Breathe in. And breathe out. A big inhale. And a big exhale. And then come on back to center, unwrap your legs. You can draw your knees and give them a squeeze. And now wrap your right leg over the left. Again, arms out at shoulder height. Wrapping your legs, maybe you find the double wrap with the foot. It's your eagle legs. And your knees, your legs drop to the left. You can put a block under your knees for a little more support. Bring the round up to you if you like. And again, if it works for your neck and shoulders, you turn your gaze, turn your face to the right. Just a couple of good deep breaths here. One breath at a time, especially as we draw near the end of the practice. You might find yourself rushing ahead. Usually takes a good amount of effort to create this space for yourself. So keep enjoying this space. Allow yourself this space. Take a big breath in and a breath out. And then come on back to center once more and wrap your legs. Give your knees a squeeze. You can add in any last adjustments, poses that you like. And we'll set up for a short Shavasana. Legs can come straight out. You might bring your feet together and your knees wide once more, or your feet wide and your knees together. You can also take your legs up against the wall if you're near a wall. I like to let my palms spin up. I find it helps to let my shoulders soften down here. Soften your jaw. Take a really big breath in. Empty out. Here, take a deep breath in. And a long breath out. And if you're ready, you might add some movement back to your body, wiggling your fingers and your toes, letting your head roll side to side. And slowly making your way out of your practice if you're ready. If you want to take more time, take more time here. Thank you for taking this time with me today and taking all this time with me in this challenge, our January challenge. I'm Heather. I'm the Bent Yogi. I'd love to hear from you. Leave a comment below. Subscribe if you haven't already. Let me know how this whole challenge is going for you. I hope it's going well. Most important, take care of yourself. You're doing that in showing up for yourself with this practice, with this challenge. Take care of others. And I'll see you on your mat tomorrow.